When I come home after a long day of work with my clients, I sit in my lounge chair looking outside the window with an empty glance. Sometimes I can observe a fly bumping again and again against the window's glass. Then a thought rises in me, "You silly fly, couldn't you see there is a window?" And while thinking this thought, another one pops up immediately. "Jan, against which glass are you flying all the time, getting headache by headbanging?" Finally, I will end the fly's suffering, and it's up to you to think about how I will do it. But meanwhile, what are the limitations we are dealing with in ourselves, in other people, and in the world? To come back to the roots of this question, it's all about borders. What are borders? At least, they are nothing else than a line, a place of differentiation. Their function is to create, maintain, and protect identity by separating A from not A, by including and excluding, inside and outside. The world we live in is ruled by borders. Our whole culture is based on these borders, what not always can be seen as easy as in Piet Mondrian's paintings. Some borders are obvious. They have become fatal barriers cutting in everybody's life deeply, and even when they are overcome, they still remain in many ways as painful traces. Some borders, most of us wouldn't identify as borders if not mentioned. They could be overcome easily by most people. For some, they are barriers separating them from community's life. Some borders may have biological reasons, but as you know, not only. We get so used to these differentiations in daily life that we sometimes lose contact to their fundamental implications. In all the years we have trained our brain to scan the world for any kind of borders. These borders are the basis of language as well, and it's quite difficult to take things as they are, like in this case. White pixels on a black wall presented by a projector, without giving them any meaning. And in different contexts the meaning could be different again, as you can see here. We have to deal with borders full of respect for their functions like protection and reduction of complexity. But what is the price we have paid for these functions? We lost our ability for connection to the world behind our concepts, and now we are led by these borders in our thinking, feeling and doing, mostly automatically. Therefore, the non-visible borders are so powerful and often so hurtful. They are our window's glass, but we can change this training. In the words of Theodor Adorno, the whole is an untruth. We can look for the no behind every yes, for the avoided behind a behavior, an emotion, or a thought, for the other side of I and now, for the other side of the coin. There is only one place to observe both sides of a coin, the edge, and there is only one place to overcome borders, to be on the border, to dance on the border, a tightrope act. While dancing on the border, we are in this every one present moment. Being open and aware. Stop fighting the window. Becoming free. From this point of view, there is no freedom itself. Behind all given possibilities, freedom is only realized by acting free. Michel Foucault named this the practice of freedom. It's a way of forming our life and transforming it. And from this point of view, there is no psychological flexibility itself. It's not a goal, not a trait or state, not an ability. It is realized only by practicing it. By doing this practice, be aware. It's not a straight tour. It needs helpful tools. It's an ongoing process without any guarantee for wisdom that requires an inner stance and an inner compass. That's what I'm wishing you. Thank you.